Hey guys, MC back here with another video. Today I bring you Megatronus, the Fallen from Age of the Primes. I was able to pick this guy up at my Target the other day. He was the only one they had in stock, and I just saw him out of the corner of my eye. Couldn't believe that he was actually released already. I had pre-ordered this on Hasbro Pulse, just thinking I would never be able to find him because he sold out pretty quickly during that first initial wave. But he is an awesome character. So let's take a quick look at the box. Nice menacing photo of Megatronus there trying to grab your soul. Side shot, we got 13 primes there. And then on the back, we got him in some cool action poses. Him with his cannon and in take mode. And another good shot of him trying to take your soul. Alright, so let's get this out of the way and see how cool he is. And here we have Megatronus in all his glory. A nice, chunky leader class robot. I am liking the design. I have played with this multiple times, transforming him back and forth. It is fun. Really cool character. Really nice robot mode. I couldn't have done any better if I was trying to describe him. All the panel gaps are filled in for the most part. There is just some outliers, but nothing a little upgrade kit can't fix. But overall, a nice sculpted robot, a nice detail overall. Let's take a look at his noggin here. As you can see, nice detail, nice purple paint apps. His eyes are picked out nicely in the yellow. Nice paneling all over the place. Really well done. Really nice robot, nice gunmetal here. Purple on the hands. I love that the yellow is bleeding through, kind of like an internal fire source. But yeah, nice chunky robot. Got some spikes. Missile pods are picked out in nice gunmetal gray. But yeah, nice hefty figure here. He does come with a couple of accessories. We're gonna go with the flames first. He does come with a set of them. These will go on his shoulder, and then he does come with two smaller ones that you can peg anywhere. They're just 5mm, but for the official photos, the small ones, they will just peg into the back of his backpack here, right in these ports. Just like that. And then these bigger portions, they have a little tab there. We're going to plug them into the side of the arms. Just like that. Oh, actually, this one's upside down. This goes over here. Just like that. And just like that. If I can get it in there. There we go. Alright. So yeah, it gives him a nice flame effect like he's on fire. I do like that. Really sweet looking. And he's got a couple of ports anywhere, so you can kind of move them around. Those kind of have to go in that spot. These you can kind of, if you want to get fire coming out of his arms, you can. You can do that. You can do that as you will. But anyway, there's a 5mm port you can put these guys in. So we're going to take these off just for the sake of transformation here shortly. Also comes with his blaster. Two modes to this. This will be for the robot mode, and then the other mode is for tank mode. You just open that up and it just becomes a little longer. So I'll put this back into robot mode version. There's that. You want to bring this tab down and it'll notch into place. And then there is a couple of ports on his arm. You can place them anywhere that you like. You can put them up here, or down here. I like it kind of right in the middle here. Makes it look good, and it's not too far down or too far up. Also comes with the muzzle. This will be later on in tank mode. It does have a little peg here that can bend. And officially you can go on either side, but I think for the instructions they want you on this side. You just put it in there, just like that. And then the other couple of things it comes with are his little lance here. Mine's kind of bent out of shape from the packaging. Nicely picked out in the purple and in the gunmetal gray. And then the other one is his machete slash sword, picked out in really nice gunmetal gray there. These are combinable. We're able to peg down into this in here. Just like that. And now he's got a nice long weapon of sort. I don't know what you would call this, but it's deadly and is able to hold it. His hands are on an opening joint there. They all open all at once, so nothing individual. And then you can kind of hold it any way you like. Just clip it in, and there you go. He's got his murder sword, stabby thing, trident of death. Looks pretty cool. Alright, and then for articulation wise, he is full of articulation. Head is on a ball joint. He can look up, pretty decent. Look down, pretty good. Arms can do a 360. If you go about that far up, this does get out of the way if you wanted to. You can bring it down a little bit just to get it a little further reach. If not, just keep it up here. This does come separate when you open the box. Arm does have a swivel. Nice little over 90-degree bend there. There is wrist swivel here and a little bit of ball joint on the hand itself. And like I said, his hand does open up to fit some of the weapons in there. Same thing for this side. You can move this out of the way and you can reach over his shoulder so he can point the cannon at whoever is facing that general direction. And then bring that back down. Waist swivel, there is one there just because of the transformation. These missile pods do move out of the way, so you can bring them up. He can nearly do the splits if you wanted to do that, so the side skirts get in the way. There is some thigh swivel there, knee about 90 degrees. You can go forward about that much, and then you can kick back pretty far. Pretty much full range of motion there. As far as feet articulation, he does have good side to side. Really well done. Knee swivel, go 360 just because of transformation there. Nothing down here as far as swiveling, just the articulation there. But yeah, really nice. Nice robot as this stuff comes off. Nice robot mode. And I'm happy to have him in the collection. One of the figures that I was really looking forward to and hyped about. Just his overall aesthetic and the way he transforms looks pretty sweet. Alright, so yeah, let's get down to transformation here. First, we're just going to take his cannon off. It's easier to do it that way. Kind of small steps we're going to go. Pop these panels up. You can get them out of the way. Back here, these are the treads. They're just pegged in there. And then what you want to do is get the feet, fold that in, and then this notch is going to go over the back of the heel and just click it in, and just like that. So, and it's got a little wheel. So that's pretty cool. And we'll do the same thing for the other side. Bring the tread up, bring the heel in, clamp down the wheel. So you got the legs ready to go there for the most part. Get these side skirts out of the way. We're going to do his head now. I'm going to flip it around. Chest pops open. And just move some stuff out of the way. Bend the torso here like that. And then spin it around. And then this is all kind of pegged into one spot. We're going to move his hands out of the way. Bring this out. The accordion. There's a double joint here. And then we should be able to bring this chest part out here. One sec. Just like that. And it's got a couple of joints here for transformation purposes that will come into play. Bring all this out real quick. We're going to bring out these tread pieces here. Oh, forgot to remove this out of the way. Bring these up. Bring these up. And then we're going to bring this down. We're going to spin this around and lock that in there. Same thing with the other side. Bring that out, spin it, and then just lock it in there. And then we're going to rotate this way, rotate to this way. So he just looks like a weird flying spaceship kind of thing. All right, and then we're going to spin that around, I believe. And then his head's going to sit right there. This is going to tuck down and be flush. And then on either side of the tread, make sure I did this right. One second here. All right, sorry, my mistake here. You want these facing downward because there's a little groove here that tab's going to attach to. So just like that, the spins 360. I had it like this, but you want these facing down. So just face that down. His head's going to be facing backwards and just tab that into place. It's not the most secure connection, but it will hold, and then the legs will kind of help it get in place even more once we get to that portion. Move these out of the way. All right, there we go. And then we have the lower half, or the upper half, the back half. Or no, that's the front, that's the back. Spin his arms out of the way for right now. These arms here, we're going to pop out. Just a hinge here. And then we're going to fold them back and close that into place. Same thing for the other side. Pop that out, bring that in, tab that guy in place, and then just hold off for right now. We're going to get the legs here. These are on a double hinge. There's a hinge right here. Mine are pretty stiff. Just want to pop that out. And then there's a little lip right here. If you can see, it's going to notch into a little hook back here. Just like that. And then we're going to spin the leg around and just get it out of the way for right now. Same thing for the other side. Pop that out, notch that in place. Bring this up and bring the leg around. And then I just messed up. The joys of getting a new figure and messing everything up. So sorry, forgot to do the waist rotation here. Now we can bring this up, because we want the butt plate here to go down as far as it can go. And now we can attach the legs back in place like that, and then notch that back in place like that, just like that. It's not a hard figure to transform, but it is kind of tedious at times. All right, and then legs we're going to rotate this way, and then there is a tab down here, socket right here. Both legs are going to go into that, just like that, and just like that. And then you can kind of wiggle waggle right here. So it's just going to tab into place like that, be flush. And then now we can bring the arms and chests down. So there is a tab right here that's going to slot into place right in the middle. And then these two here are going to go right into the little bridge piece we had here. So I like to bring this down, tab that first. Mine's a little rough. And then we're gonna bring this down. Get the arms out of the way for right now. And then we're gonna tab this into place, just like that. And that's gonna hold this section pretty well. It's gonna notch these in pretty well as well. So these aren't gonna move at all. They shouldn't move at all. So the next thing we're gonna do is the arms. They're gonna fold into here. There's a double hinge, kind of just gonna work that in place. The arms, you want this up. So you want the mushroom peg up. That's gonna sit right there. Same thing for the other side. Flip this around. And then this is where you want to grab the cannon to set them off to the side. Get the cannon out. And just kind of rotate this until it clicks into place. This has got to go forward, otherwise you're not going to have the clearance. Just like that. And then on either side of the arm, this screw hole right here, that's going to what you're going to have to tab in. So if I can do it on camera the right way, it's going to go into that. Bring that down. And then just line it up. And then just secure that all in one place. It's not the most secure connection, and I'll show you in a few minutes why. And then we're almost done. You want to get this scope or missile pod, whatever you want to call it. Bring that up so it can face forward. And then you want the other missile pod to face sideways there, just like that. And then we're going to take our little cannon piece here, bring this out, and it's just going to plug into the front of the turret. Just like that. And then we are done for all intents and purposes here for the base transformation. Bring this camera down so you can see a little better. But yeah, there he is in tank mode, and I love this tank mode. It is well done. It is sweet looking. It's nice and hefty and chunky. I do like this. The only thing I don't like is the cannon here. So this does go in a 360 rotation. It can go up, but as you can see here, the front part isn't really tabbed into place anywhere. It's just this back part. So as you move it around, you kind of have to adjust everything just to make it look cohesive. So sometimes they'll work together, other times they won't. And like I said, yeah, you can do a full 360 rotation on this guy. That's pretty sweet. I do like that. As far as the other things you can do, you can add his flame effects. These guys here, these do work in tank mode as well. As far as the official way, there's two spots on top of the arm. That's where you want to peg them at. One there, and then one on the other side, just like that. So it looks like he is on fire. And then these guys here, you kind of can do anything you really want with them. You can put them up front, have that look going on. You can stick it on the side. There's a couple of 5mm ports, so it looks like he's firing away like that. Or you can kind of miss and match. I like to put one in here, so it looks like he is firing something out of the cannon. And then you can do something else with this one if you like. You can put it up here as well too. There's a couple of holes on the top, but there's plenty of ports that you can plug the flame effects into, and he rolls very, very well. I do like that. He's nice and chunky and beefy and awesome. His weapons, per instructions, they do go together like this, and then you can kind of peg it into the side of the tread here. This way, yeah, just like that. Or what I like to do, just because it gets it out of the way, is there's a couple of ports underneath the arm here. Just a 5mm port, you can put that in there. Same thing with the lance. Slide that guy in there. And then just kind of work it the way you want it. And have it facing forward. Oh, this does come off, by the way, too. And you can have it like that. Tucks in a little bit better. And it gives him more armament for the front, so you don't come running at him, because then you can get stabbed or double stabbed here. But yeah, nice little robot mode, nice vehicle mode. Overall, a really great figure, and good bang for your buck if you're looking for a nice leader class figure. And a couple of things for comparison wise. Here is the Studio Series Shockwave that also just got a re-release. I'll be showing you off that. I'll be showing this guy off in a future video. They stand really well together, proportionally wise. I can't speak right now. They're pretty much the same length from back to forth, back to front. I can't talk. Really cool figs, really cool bots. I like the robot mode in both of them. You can see the inspiration. I don't know if they did any inspiration from this guy to this guy, but there's some cues there. But overall, nice vehicle tank mode. Another comparison here with Optimus from Transformers 1. As you can see, he dwarfs him compared to Optimus here. Optimus here, he is a tiny dude. Get out of here. But yeah. So yeah, there you have Megatronus the Fallen. Hopefully you're able to pick one up if you're able to find him. I do highly recommend him. Great figure, great vehicle mode, great robot mode, tons of accessories he comes with. He will not disappoint. Really good overall. I would say a 10 out of 10. I wouldn't mind a repaint of this into, say, a Megatron down the road, or something else that I can't think of right now. But he is so dope, so cool. I love the flame effects. I love the weaponry. He comes fully stacked and loaded for battle. But yeah, can't recommend him enough. So, alright guys, we'll catch you on another video. Please like and subscribe and check out my other videos, and we will see you around. Take care guys, have a good night.